We're back with our friends from Heady Snacks. In our last episode, business brothers Ferris and Clay were dreaming up a great company trip to inspire and motivate their team. They decided to take everyone on an adventurous trip to climb Mount Llama Llama. Ferris, the go-getter, aspired to drive his team to the top of the mountain, challenging them to grow by soaring high above their comfort zones. He figured overcoming a huge challenge together would help his team climb to the top of the natural foods business as well, using their courage and determination to make the company's sales grow. Clay, the people person, imagined a trip in which everyone would practice their teamwork and communication skills and form close bonds of trust, even if they didn't make it to the top of Llama Llama. He figured communication would be the key skill to help Heady Snacks grow to be the #1 natural foods company in the world. Well, they decided to merge their two plans. The Heady Snacks team would go with Ferris's goal to make it to the mountain peak, but take Clay's advice to go at a nice, steady pace that everyone could handle. So they packed their bags, hopped on a sweet private jet to the other side of the globe, and landed safely in the land of Mount Llama Llama. After a week of enjoying the local culture, it was finally time to face the mountain. They had an easy hike to the foot of Mount Llama Llama and set up their base camp. They marked their maps to take a shallow, well-traveled path up the mountain and camp out on plateaus each night. The whole trip was expected to take 5 days to get to the top and 2 days to get back down. Just as they were making their last few notes on their maps and checking their supplies one more time, a strange rustling sound emerged from the bushes at the edge of their base camp. Was it a quail? A bear? No worries, team. It was just a local villager named Divi crawling through the bushes. Unfortunately, he'd gotten hurt on his way up. He told the Heady Snacks team that he had a big problem and needed their help. You see, Divi was the guy whose job it was to climb Mount Llama Llama on behalf of his whole village each year around this time to gather timbi flowers that only grow up at the very peak of Mount Llama Llama. These flowers are very important to the local village of 100 people. The timbi flower is their only income source, as they sell some of the flowers to make a rare spice in high demand all over the world. With just 3 pounds of flowers, they make enough money to take care of the whole village for an entire year. Without the flowers, they have no backup plan. Divi hurt himself on his hike up to Llama Llama and can't harvest the timbi flowers himself. He asked the Heady Snacks team to take on the challenge and save the day. They wondered if another villager could possibly go up the mountain. There's no time, Divi worried. The flowers have a really short lifespan. They will only last on top of the mountain for 2 more days before they wither and can't be harvested. But once you pick and pack them, they're fine to make spices with. As an inexperienced group of climbers, the Heady Snacks team planned to take a 5-day team building trip up the mountain. They really wanted to help the village, but 2 days was just too fast to climb. Ferris spoke up and said, "We can do it. We can get to the top, gather 3 pounds of flowers, and make it back down to help the village. Sure, we plan to go slow and easy, but what could be a worthier goal than helping this poor village survive for a whole year?" Clay said, 2 days is way too fast. If someone on our team gets hurt, then we'll not only fail to get the flowers, but we'll have a bigger problem on our hands. We'll never be a great company if we lose focus and harm our team. Every team needs to be clear on setting and working toward worthy goals before they head off on their adventures. Which do you think is the worthiest goal? Should the Heady Snacks team race up the mountain in time to help the local village of 100 people and risk someone getting hurt? Or should they go with their original plan of going slow and steady, working on their teamwork, and focusing on building a stronger team that provides better foods for millions of people around the world? You can review the scenario details below to help make your choice.